Taylor Swift just made waves with an unexpected warning to her fans about her relationship with Travis Kelce, a message that's made everyone sit up and listen, coming straight from Swift herself as she put to rest the endless talks and predictions about what the couple might do next. She spelled it out plainly, saying she and Kelce are simply enjoying being together and have zero appreciation for the constant chatter and overanalyzing about their future, making it clear they're not interested in letting outside speculation dictate the pace or direction of their relationship. Addressing the public directly, Swift emphasized that fans should allow them to live their lives free from outside pressure, promising that if there's ever news worth sharing, it'll come from them, and only when they're good and ready. She didn't beat around the bush, stating, "We're happy, and that's all that matters right now. The rest is nobody's business until we decide it is." Her words rang with a new firmness, a sharpness that suggested she was truly drawing a hard boundary this time, more so than in any of her previous comments about the rumors swirling around her and Kelce. She opened up about how draining it is to have every aspect of their relationship picked apart, twisted, and turned into headlines that have little to do with reality, explaining that the constant scrutiny makes it nearly impossible to just enjoy a moment together without feeling like they're under a microscope. Swift pointed out, "People forget we're human," and reminded everyone, "We're not characters in a storybook. We're real people with real feelings," highlighting how easily the world forgets the emotional toll that comes with public life. Travis Kelce, for his part, has echoed similar thoughts in his own interviews, making light of the rumors at times, but also showing he's not immune to the frustration that comes with living under such an intense spotlight. And Swift's latest remarks push that sentiment even further, sending an unmistakable message that neither of them wants to play along with the marriage speculation anymore. If you're finding this behind-the-scenes access fascinating, be sure to subscribe for more updates on Taylor, Travis, and other celebrities. Swift didn't stop there, though, going on to discuss how the relentless media attention impacts their everyday lives, saying that even the simplest, quietest moments risk being blown up into the next big headline. And while she gets that people are curious, she sees a real difference between support and intrusion, a line she wishes more people would respect. "We love our fans, but we also need space," she said, making it clear that while the support is appreciated, there's a point where it crosses over and becomes overwhelming. She directly addressed the sky-high, unrealistic expectations placed on celebrity couples, noting that no normal person would ever put up with this level of prying into their personal lives, and she drove the point home with a vivid example. "Imagine if every time you went out with someone, the whole world was debating when you'd get engaged," she said, calling the situation absurd and unfair. Kelce has always been in Swift's corner, often making jokes about the gossip, but never hiding his own discomfort with the pressure, and together, they seem united in wanting to keep their relationship on their own terms, not dictated by an endless stream of rumors or wishful thinking from outside observers. Swift's bottom line is simple and direct: let them breathe. She wrapped up her candid thoughts by promising that any real news would come straight from them, not from tabloids or anonymous sources. "When there's something to tell, you'll hear it from us, not from some random rumor mill." It's a refreshingly straightforward approach at a time when celebrities' private moments are so often treated as fair game for public consumption. If you appreciate this kind of honest insight into Taylor's world, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for future updates. Regardless of whether marriage is in the cards for them or not, what's certain is that Swift and Kelce are no longer willing to play by anyone else's rules, standing strong together and making it clear they're in the driver's seat when it comes to their own lives. Swift's unwavering stance is a powerful reminder that being famous doesn't mean giving up your right to privacy, and there's a sense among her fans that they respect her for drawing that line. As they continue to walk their own path, away from the blinding glare of the spotlight and endless public fascination, one thing stands out above all else. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are calling the shots, living for themselves and refusing to let the noise of the outside world drown out what matters most to them, which is their happiness and the authenticity of their connection. Swift's words resonated not just with those who follow her every move, but with anyone who's ever felt like their personal life was being judged by people who don't really know the full story. And in speaking out, she set a tone for how she and Kelce plan to move forward, on their own terms, without apology or explanation. The story behind Swift's bold statement begins with the never-ending headlines that have surrounded her and Kelce since their relationship first became public, with every date, every gesture, and every social media post fueling wild theories about engagements, wedding bells, and even possible breakups. And the couple quickly learned that no matter what they did, it would be dissected and reinterpreted by people with no real insight into their lives. Swift's patience wore thin as the speculation grew more outlandish, and instead of letting it slide, she decided it was time to push back, confronting the rumor mill head-on and making it clear she would no longer play along with the narrative others were trying to write for her. The constant attention wasn't just a minor annoyance. It became a source of real stress for both her and Kelce, with paparazzi following their every move and online commentators poring over even the smallest of interactions, trying to find hidden meaning where there was none. Swift described how the pressure to live up to the public's fantasy version of their relationship was both unfair and exhausting, and she made it clear that they weren't going to let outside opinions dictate what happens next. Kelce, known for his good humor and easygoing nature, took it all in stride at first, but even he began to show signs that the constant attention was wearing him down, and together, the couple decided to take back control of their own narrative. Swift's statement didn't just serve as a warning to fans and the media, it was also a rallying cry for anyone who's ever felt boxed in by other people's expectations, and her message was unmistakable. Happiness comes from within, not from meeting someone else's timeline or checklist. She was unapologetic about wanting to protect what she and Kelce have, and she urged fans to remember that real relationships, even those in the public eye, deserve the chance to grow and evolve without relentless pressure. The fallout from Swift's comments was immediate, with fans and commentators alike taking sides, but the overwhelming response was one of support, with many people applauding her for speaking up and insisting on her right to privacy. The story continued to unfold as Swift and Kelce stepped back from the spotlight, focusing on what mattered most to them and letting go of the need to satisfy anyone else's curiosity. And in doing so, they set a new standard for how celebrity relationships can be handled. Swift's willingness to speak out so directly, to draw a line and hold it, inspired others to do the same, and the impact of her words rippled far beyond her own relationship, sparking conversations about privacy, respect, and the importance of setting boundaries. As they move forward together, Swift and Kelce remain committed to doing things their way, tuning out the noise and prioritizing their own happiness above all else. And their approach has resonated with countless people who see themselves in their struggle to balance public life with private joy. Swift's story is one of defiance, resilience, and a refusal to be defined by anyone else's expectations. And as she and Kelce continue to write their own story, one thing is certain: they won't let anyone else hold the pen. Their journey, with all its ups and downs, is theirs alone, and they're determined to protect it, no matter what. If you want to keep following this remarkable journey, make sure you hit subscribe now for every new update as it happens. The world will keep watching, but Swift and Kelce will keep living, loving, and choosing their own path, and that's the real headline that matters in the end.